Hey guys, welcome to Poor Man Mods. Today we're going to be doing a very unscientific test between these four intake cleaners, valve cleaners, fuel injection cleaners, whatever you want to call them. We're going to be comparing all four of these to see which one is better at breaking down carbon. Now it is going to be unscientific because we're not using them in the exact way they were intended. There's not going to be any combustion or heat in this process. But I have my EJ25 engine sitting here. I have it torn apart because I'm doing the head gaskets. And all four pistons are very, very coated in carbon. So I was thinking, what could I do with this? There's got to be some kind of information that can be gained from this. So we went out and bought four of the white bottle fuel injection cleaners. These are probably the four most popular, B12 being my favorite, but this is not sponsored at all. So what we're going to do, we're going to pour a little bit of cleaner on each piston and let it sit for about 24 hours. And then with compressed air, blow it off and see which one breaks down the most carbon. It's not going to be very scientific, might not be that accurate, but it's at least going to satisfy some curiosity. So let's get to it. Okay, so on this side of the engine, I figure we'll put Seafoam and B12 Chemtool up against each other to try to remember this. The B12 Chemtool will be right where the oil filter is, and the Seafoam will be on the back of the engine. So I'm just going to fill this little divot area with the piston. I'm not going to fill it completely up to where it covers this little dimple in the middle, just the indented part. At least that's what I'm going to try to do. We interrupt your normally scheduled broadcast to bring you a Petrobox unboxing. If you want to skip ahead to skip the Petrobox unboxing, I'll have a timestamp right here that you can skip forward to just bypass the Petrobox, but I highly recommend that you stick around because it's a good time, we have a good time. Petrobox is awesome and they give us awesome stuff. So I recommend that you skip around, but if you don't want to, I understand. What? The first thing. That is so cool. A 1971 Skyline GTR die-cast model with a 4-post lift. Look at that. That's pretty stinking cool. So you get to build the car, and then it sits on that lift with a nice plaque on it. Pretty freaking awesome. Now this is pretty cool. It looks like it comes with a second body. Or no, yeah, you really have to assemble this thing. Unfortunately, I don't have much room. I have like 70 Hot Wheels cars right now. But look at that, it's pretty cool. The 71 Skyline is one of my favorite cars. They are sexy AF.
It's so cute that you have to actually put the tires on the wheels.
More Jack's Wax. No, get the naughty thoughts out of your head.
I wasn't thinking anything.
Jack's Wax Iron Fedicon. I don't
Fetish.
know. Decon. What is it? Decontamination of iron particles on painted surfaces in clear coats. As decon comes into contact with iron particles on your vehicle's paint, it'll turn purple, showing the start of the decontamination process. It's great for removing particles of clay bars can't. I'm not super big into detailing. I used to be, so I'm not exactly sure when you would use this stuff. But I know Jack's Wax is pretty good. It's decontamination stuff. It comes with a spray nozzle, but we'll have to put this to the test. Now, the tried and true test is if it smells amazing, or smells like it'll kill you, it works. If it's just in the middle, probably sucks.
Like it.
This smells exactly, and I shit you not. I used to clean porta potties a couple years ago, and we had to spray cherry air freshener in the porta potty. And that cherry air freshener lasted like 2 weeks. It was potent stuff. If you got it on your hands, you smelled like cherries for a long time. And this smells exactly like a porta potty. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. On to the next thing. We got a Sour Punch Twizzler thing. Smell like icky cherries.
It smells fucking horrible.
So that must mean what? What does that mean?
Probably good.
Exactly. Okay. Got another air freshener. Lowered Lifestyle Scent and Air Freshener. Normally, I give these the sniff test. The background on it's a pretty nice wheel. Don't know what wheel it is, but it looks nice. I normally give it the first sniff test, but Phoenix apparently wants to try it before me. So.
What's my name?
Phoenix.
What's my name?
Phoenix.
What's
Babe.
My name? Thank you. No, I want to
Open it. I'm going to guess it's going to be like a new car scent or a black ice scent.
Can I pierce your nipple with that?
No.
Why?
No.
It only hurts just a ton.
No. Open it. It's only a knife. It's not an assault knife. You don't have to be scared.
That offends me.
Good. You overreact to everything. You overreact to everything.
Mm-mm. Smell it. Mm-mm. I can tell you exactly what it smells like.
It smells like a porta potty.
Yeah, it smells like that shit.
It smells just like the Jack's Wax.
Bleh.
That is unfortunately the Petrobox Lowered Lifestyle air freshener. Smells like a chemically, like cherry bubblegum, kinda.
Oh God.
It's not good.
No.
She's overreacting though.
That's right.
Ooh, nice Tacoma, Derek. I see you, Derek. Nice Tacoma.
I like the Tacomas. I would take them.
Yeah. Ooh, we got a nice microfibre towel. You can never have too many microfibre. Just as I was saying, you can never have too many microfibre towels. We got 2. You can never, ever, ever.
You know what that means?
One for me and one for you.
You can wipe me down with it. Just saying.
You have a valid point. And last but not least, we have our t-shirt, and it is black, and you know what that means. It's mine and not...
No, it's mine! You had the
No.
last one!
But these are mine!
But they're mine!
What's mine is mine, and what's mine is mine.
No, you say you have too many.
Farfromstockstore.com.
What's it say?
Let's see what it says.
What does it say?
Burn 'em.
That's cute.
It says burn 'em. Send it! Come on, this is mine.
No, I want it.
This is mine.
Can I at least wear it naked then?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so this is a pretty good Petrobox. I really like that 71 Skyline model. That is so cool and very different. I was not expecting that. I knew it felt kind of heavy when the box came, but I was certainly not expecting that. Pretty cool shirt. Here you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's always a good time here doing these Petrobox unboxings. I'll have a link down below if you want a Petrobox for yourself.
Hold on.
And now back to your install video, probably? Yeah.
Honey, you need to learn how to fold.
I don't.
Yes.
Well, splashed a little bit on top. But, I think that's pretty much what I was going for. Yeah, let's leave it like that. So we'll leave the B12 there. And pour the Seafoam on the other side. And these pistons are untouched. I have not done any kind of cleaning to them at all since I pulled the head off. And everything seems to be pulling over here, so I guess this isn't on completely flat ground, unfortunately. Alright, that'll be good for the Seafoam. And now I will let this sit for 24 hours, and then tomorrow I'll come back, blow it out with compressed air, see what the result is, and then flip the engine and do the other ones. Okay, now this is interesting. It's been exactly 24 hours. B12 Chemtool was put here, the Seafoam was here, and some of you may or may not know this, but Seafoam does have oil in it, and that, as you can see, this piston is still wet, or as I like to say, moist, and the B12 is completely dry. So all the B12 evaporated off, but there's still residue from the Seafoam in there because there's oil. So to clean these, or to see how effective they were, if they were effective at all, I'm going to use some compressed air, blow the piston off, and see if they come any cleaner, and see which one comes cleaner. I'm going to wear safety glasses just to protect myself, and we'll see if there's a result here. There may or may not be a result, but this is just to satisfy my curiosity. So we'll start with the B12. I must say, that was a surprising result. I'm not sure if that was because of the B12 or just the compressed air. Let's see what happens to the Seafoam piston. Alright, I think that result is pretty clear. To me, it looks like the B12 loosened up way more carbon, and there's still oil blowing around in there. The Seafoam got it a little bit cleaner, but I think the B12 did a lot better. I'll see if I can get more shots to make it more prominent. There's definitely way more carbon still on the Seafoam piston than the B12. Way more carbon. Well, I would say that was definitely a result. Why don't we flip this engine over and try our other two cleaners on the other side. It's gonna make a mess of coolant. Let's put our next two contestants to the test. We'll do Gumout on this one, Lucas on this one. We'll do the same exact thing as the other side. This one definitely looks more oil-based, even more than the Seafoam. That was very oily, so this will be an interesting result. And now the Gumout. That's a little more oily too. The B12 was definitely the least oily, more like a gasoline or something. But let's give these 24 hours to sit, and we'll come back and see what happens. Alright, it's been 24 hours. Let's take a look. Lucas on this side, and Gumout on this side. Now, both of them must have been oil-based for sure. The Gumout is drier than the Seafoam was, and way drier than the Lucas, but you can still see there's a bit of oil residue. It's still very moist in there, and the Lucas has a lot of oil. So this is heavily oil based, and before I spray this out with air, I'm gonna soak up the oil because I don't need the oil going everywhere. So let's get all the residual oil that I can, and now let's get the compressed air and blow this off and see what happens. Alright, so to no surprise to me, the Lucas seems like it did almost nothing. Let's try the Gumout. Both not very good results, but I think the Lucas piston is cleaner. Alright guys, so there you go. That was a very unscientific test between these 4 fuel additives, fuel injection cleaner, carbon cleaners, whatever you want to call them. Each result I think was a little different. I think B12 cleaned the most carbon, but like I said earlier, it's not very scientific because there is no heat or combustion with this like there actually would be if you put it in your fuel. So you can take what you want from this, make up your decision on which one might be better. So I can have my opinion, you can have yours, and fucking Tony.
What's wrong?
Doing all kinds of stuff in the background.
I'm not doing a damn thing, dude.
If you haven't seen my other video where I compared all these cleaners with a valve cleaning test, you can click that like right here. I'll have that link description. I'll have that down below or whatever I'm trying to say. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and this satisfied my curiosity a bit. I figured B12 would clean the most, because that stuff is so harsh. If you get that stuff on your skin, it actually burns. But it doesn't mean anything, because this test really does prove nothing. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.